Have you ever, have any of you ever been under hypnosis? It's like I tried it twice. Once was at like an open venue, like a comedy club. It was like an act, right? And the guy, gathered volunteers from around, and I was selected to come up on stage, and I do not understand how hypnosis works, but apparently either he fucked up, he apologized, he said it was his fault, but when he had me adjust my chair, over a couple inches, to get everything just right, it's like, it snapped me out of, the process. So I was excused from the stage. Now, the thing I was looking forward to is, like he explained at the beginning, it's like when you go under hypnosis, it's almost like going into a very deep, like REM sleep. Okay? So even if you're only under for like, 30 minutes or less, you'll feel like when you come out of it that you've had 8 hours of rest. And that's what I was looking forward to. Based on my job at the time, I was working third shift. Okay, so I was hitting this nightclub at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, and had to be at work at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, and I live in an apartment with like 3 other people. So yeah, I was looking forward to that, that restfulness, right? And plus the experience. I went into it thinking it's like, you can't hypnotize me, So I went into it as a skeptic to begin with. So, that's why I'm saying I don't blame him. He blames himself. But, for whatever reasons, he saw, that I fell out. It's like, all right, go on, now get, right? But it was still a funny show. It was very interesting to watch. Hypnosis, right? Now, the second time, I didn't fully understand what I was walking into. It was at a drill weekend with my National Guard unit, and there was some guy that came in, and this is after we got back from Iraq. So he's a therapist, okay, but he wasn't like, a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? He was in uniform, right? And I had nothing better to do, so I'm like, let me walk in there. It's like, see if you can cure me from, well, at the time, smoking was the thing. That was my primary focus. It's like, can you convince me to not smoke? And the whole process was really very interesting, okay, because it's just me and him in a room, door shut, just the two of us alone, and it's a Q&A. And as we're talking, he talked me into hypnosis, okay? Now, the most interesting thing to me at this point in my life was there were some command words that needed to be said, okay? And so, I guess the way hypnosis works is like you got to have permission from the person to hypnotize you, or to hypnotize them, as it were, right? And so it's like I have to agree, my inner ego has to agree, So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to his words. I'm trying to follow instructions. And he's like, if anything pops up as an affirmative, let me know. If anything pops up as a negative, let me know. And this is at the beginning of the process. I was like, the ayes have it. So that was an affirmative. Aye, nay, the ayes have it. Now, it was not very very long after that. Like, I mean, I'm just talking like a month or two after that. Okay. There popped up a fella with the moniker Eyes Have It. But the way he spelled it out is everybody made fun of him. It's like, I shave it. Just because of how he, he didn't, separate the words, the letters, So I shave it. I've always suspected was the fella that put me under hypnosis. Because I told him about, at that particular point in time, I was a moderator on IGI. You know what I'm saying? I divulged a whole bunch of fucking information to him. And I remember, I don't know if I remember most of it or not because I was under hypnosis, but I remember some of it. I remember enough. He was surprised, like, oh shit, you're a moderator? I'm like, yeah. Like, where? I'm like, IGI? What is that? But he was one of the first persons to point out to me, it's like, it was weird because there's a structure, and he broke the rhythm. It's like, oh my God, are you an alcoholic? And I'm still like under awe, under the spell. I'm like, well, yeah, it certainly seems to be that way. It's like, I don't want to be, but yeah, that seems to be where it's going. It's like, but my primary focus at that point was, can you get me to quit smoking through hypnosis? Bah! So for my friends at IGI, I suspect Eyes Have It, as you lovingly referred to as I Shave It. I think he was the guy that put me under. I don't think it was stalking me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not claiming any sort of nefarious intent, but it was a very odd connection. Anyway, if you've never been hypnotized, I recommend trying it. It's weird. It did work the second time. First time, not so much. Second time, I was like, yep, no, I was fully under. I came out of that room walking out like, the fuck just happened? And I didn't smoke for the rest of that day. Yeah, but the next day, I picked it right back up again because I'm stubborn.